Okay, so what if I told you the secret to making way more money was actually giving things away for free? I know, it sounds totally nuts, right? A paradox. But it's actually at the very core of some of the most powerful business strategies you'll ever see. Today, we're going to break down 3 of these incredible models from Alex Hormozi's absolutely game-changing book, 100M Money Models.
I mean, it sounds completely backwards, doesn't it? Everything we're taught is about selling, about charging for the value you provide. But what if a 100% discount, giving something away completely free, was actually your single most powerful marketing tool? Seriously, just thinking about that question is the key to unlocking a massive flood of new customers.
So, what's the answer to this paradox? Well, it's a concept that Hormozi calls an attraction offer. Think of it as the very first, absolutely crucial step in his whole model. It's like a giant magnet that just pulls strangers right out of the crowd and turns them into people who are actually interested in what you have.
All right, so let's get into it. How does this whole free money paradox actually work? Well, it all kicks off with a really specific type of offer.
So an attraction offer, its whole purpose is to be an absolute no-brainer for someone. You're packing in so much value that the price just feels, well, tiny, or even non-existent. And the ultimate version of that? Yeah, a 100% discount. Making it free is the magic key. It's what gets people to stop scrolling, raise their hand, and say, hey, yeah, I'm interested in that.
Okay, our first model takes this whole idea and adds a really fascinating twist. It's called the accountability offer. And honestly, it is absolutely brilliant because it automatically filters for the best kind of customers, the ones who are genuinely serious about getting results.
Yeah, this one really flips the usual script on its head. The whole idea actually came from this gym owner who was just struggling to sell his personal training. He had this potential client who knew he needed help, but he just wasn't holding himself accountable. So the owner made him a deal. He said, look, pay me $500. If you hit your goal in the next 8 weeks, I'll give you all of it back. Pretty fair bet, right?
So here's the play-by-play on how it works. Step 1, the customer pays a deposit. Right away, they've got skin in the game. Step 2, you give them the roadmap, the exact plan. Step 3, they just have to follow the actions. And step 4, if they hit the goal, boom, they win and they get their deposit back. And just like that, you've created a walking, talking billboard for your business. And it literally cost you $0 to get them as a customer.
And this quote from Hormozi just nails the psychology behind it. Think about it. People might doubt their own ability to, say, lose 20 pounds from scratch. But this offer, it isn't asking them to bet on themselves, it's asking them to bet on their ability to simply follow directions, to follow a proven step-by-step plan. And that is a much, much easier bet for almost anyone to take.
Okay, I know what you're thinking right now. If everyone can get their money back, how on earth do I make any money? And look, that's the obvious question. But the answer is pretty surprising, and it's all in the data. Across thousands of businesses using this exact model, on average, only about 10% of customers actually follow through and ask for that refund.
But here's the real secret, the part that most people miss. The profit, it doesn't even really come from the 90% who don't get the refund. The real long-term money comes from that 10% who succeed. Why? Because those are your superstars. They are so pumped about the results that they become your biggest fans, they buy more advanced stuff from you, and they tell all their friends. That's the engine for explosive growth.
All right, let's move on to model number 2. This one is absolutely perfect if you want to attract a massive number of leads using one single super exciting grand prize. It's called the Everyone Wins giveaway.
The setup here is actually really simple. You offer one big, amazing free thing to get people to sign up. You pick one lucky winner, but, and this is the big twist, you then turn around and offer everyone else a really valuable discount. The book talks about this fitness certification company that offered a full ride scholarship. And you can imagine, right? Tons and tons of people applied for it.
And here is the big aha moment of this whole model. The grand prize, that's not the business. Its only job is to be a lead magnet, to build a big list of people who are super interested and qualified. The real business, where you actually make the money, is in the promotional offer you send to all the people who didn't win. You give them a partial scholarship. They feel like they still won something valuable, and a bunch of them sign up. And what's so cool about this is that it works for pretty much any business. You're a dentist? Give away a free set of braces, then offer everyone else a $2,000 gift card towards other work. You're a consultant? Offer a free business turnaround, then give the rest a $6,000 scholarship for your program. The grand prize is just the bait. It just gets them in the door.
Okay, our third and final model, this one is a true masterclass in human psychology. It's called the irresistible decoy, and its entire purpose is to frame your main offer so it becomes the only choice that makes any logical sense.
So here's how it works. You present two options. Option A is your decoy. It's either super cheap or even free. Option B is your real offer, the higher value thing you actually want to sell. So the story goes, there was a tanning salon that offered a $5 VIP pass for 5 days of tanning. I mean, sounds like a steal, doesn't it?
But here is the absolutely brilliant part. The decoy is designed to be just a little bit insufficient. It's designed to fail, just slightly. See, you can't really get a proper tan in only 5 days. So right when customers are realizing this, the salon swoops in and says, hey, we'll credit that $5 you paid towards your first months of unlimited tanning for just $19.99. See what they did? It makes the upsell feel like the most obvious, logical next step.
And believe me, this thing is incredibly effective. Hormozi put it to the test in his own gyms. They offered two choices, a free decoy option for 1 workout session a week, or the ultimate package with unlimited sessions and coaching for $399. The results were staggering. 8 out of every 10 people chose the paid high-value option. The free decoy made the value of the main offer completely undeniable.
So, we've just walked through 3 very different models, right? But underneath it all, they share one incredibly powerful philosophy, a way of thinking that can literally change how you look at sales forever. Think of this as your new customer playbook. And this right here, this is really the core idea of the entire book. Let this one sink in for a second. We don't get customers just to make a sale. We make sales to get customers. That first transaction, even if it's free, isn't the end game. The whole point is to bring a new customer into your world so you can serve them for a lifetime.
So in the end, you have to realize these aren't just clever little marketing tricks. They're actually very sophisticated filters. They are strategically designed to pull in the perfect customers for your business. You know, the ones who are already committed, who are raising their hands, and who are ready for the real solution you offer.
And that really just leaves us with one final question for you to think about. Whether it's the win your money back model, the everyone wins giveaway, or that irresistible decoy, which one of these powerful strategies could you adapt to start attracting your perfect customers starting today?